Oh, we're Tiny York.
Dad?
This is what you call a sprint?
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
Okay, so this is walking, this is sprinting. I'm calling shenanigans. This is tops a saunter, right? And this is a feeble attempt to walk briskly. This is no, I'm not having it. Young York needs to get some fucking exercise. So how long is this gonna go on for exactly? Am I supposed to be doing something special? Is that fucking vines? Yo, do you really think I'm about to turn around and walk that way? After following him for like 7 millennia? Oh. Well. Feel like I wasn't supposed to see that happen. But, he was kinda like 10 feet in front of me when it did.
Come on, boy, or it'll be too late.
I mean, apparently, we're never gonna catch him, it seems, young York, because he's like a fucking time-traveling wizard or something. Blinks between dimensions. Oh, is this a dead end? Thank God. That took so long.
Daddy? Daddy? Daddy?
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Are you okay?
Oh, look, it's, Slutty Emily again. What the fuck is that face? I need an adult? No, stop. Yo, she's making bedroom eyes with a fucking, like, 7-year-old. Now there's a Dalmatian here. Why is the Dalmatian here? Did we form a bond with it in the, like, 3-minute period we saw it? Man, getting lost in the woods doesn't feel so terrible anymore. Except for the fact it's still terrible. Uh-huh. Like, you talking about me behind my back? Or in front of my face? Oh, I got my Gabe in action figure. Why do they look so uncomfortable? Why do they look so uncomfortable? What are we looking at? Good heavens, wood? Anything but that. What? What's happening? Have we struck oil in a tree? Good heavens. We're gonna be rich. What the fuck just happened? I just got full Twin Peaked right there. Oh shit, that's loud.
Wake up.
Oh, looks like Grandpa died.
Grandpa, hey.
Whoa, he's got a lot of hair. Is he a fucking
Sorry,
Yeti?
my dear, I must have fallen asleep.
That's enough napping for today. Tell me the rest of the story.
Yes, of course.
Why do these run so much worse than every other part of the game?
Before I continue on, though, I've got a little gift I want to give you.
Wow. It's pretty.
Consider it a
Grandpa, this
protective
isn't a new
charm,
Nintendo
like a
console.
signpost. It will help to lead you through your life.
A signpost?
One day, my dear, you will find out one of the truths of this world. That the world is filled with contradiction and inequality. When that day comes, how you respond. What do you do?
Is the game about to end? What is this music?
Be the instant that determines the value of your life.
Whoa, heavy.
This pendant
She's like 7, dude.
at moment.
The value of my life?
Yes, dear.
What's that? You'll have to speak up. The orchestra is going nuts.
I have faith that you will grow up into a woman who can make the right choices. Do you
Fuck.
understand, Emily?
Fucking heavy. She's like 7. Chill. Oh, that's some pretty shit rope tying right
Coming
there.
toward the climax.
Do we do?
As the angels said, I was soon fated to meet him. What do you think of those dreams, Zach? So I do care for Emily.
What about you?
Yeah,
We should take this opportunity and talk about this a bit.
what should we? I feel like we have more pressing concerns. Have we crashed? Have we crashed? Ah, thank
If I hadn't
goodness.
seen Yor come into the bar, well, you wouldn't have found this place, would you? Now, how about that? I guess I've always been lucky when luck was needed. That's why I've been able to stay in business, too.
Whoever took those
Although
pictures in
we
the
have
background
Willie
is
to thank for
awful.
finding this room, I suppose. He's got a great nose. Clever, too.
Can smell
Be a great
deviancy
businessman
from a
if you want.
mile away.
I owed you guys one anyway, and I owed York big time too. You guys didn't tell anyone about that whole thing with Diane. I want to help you guys out. Is there anything I can do?
Kason, I appreciate the offer. But this is a police matter. You can leave everything to us from here.
Oh, well, okay.
Why is it running at 13 frames per
George,
second?
Look. These cigarettes. They're the same brand that York smokes. He's definitely been
They
here.
don't have a brand on the cigarette
Carol's been missing
itself.
since the bar closed last night. This town will be deserted if this keeps up.
How it isn't already, I'll never know.
What do you think is really happening here in Greenvale?
Zombies.
Emily, let's focus on looking for York. I just hope there are more leads than a cigarette butt around here.
That was a whole cigarette. He's got the scent.
Hey, Willie, of course. You can track his scent, can't you, boy? What do you think, officers? Let him help you out, why don't you? Oh, he'd make a fine police dog.
We should really get one
I
of
told
those.
you we don't need...
Sounds good, Kason. We need all the help we can get. Come on, George. Let's let them help us.
But they are civilians.
Do you have a better plan? As we speak, York might be...
All right. Let's have them help.
Thank you, George.
But one thing, with York missing in action, I'm back in charge. And York would give me hell if something bad happened to you guys. So promise me you'll call for backup at the first sign of danger.
Unlike York.
Yes, of course.
I think we're missing something here. So I'm going to look around a bit longer. You go with Kason and follow York's trail.
Thank you, George. We're counting on you, boy. Welcome to the force, Deputy Willie.
George is gonna poke around the sex dungeon for no reason in particular.
Let's get rolling then.
Okay, I'm counting on you, Willie.
How helpful.
Oh, not counting on me, though, are you? Sheesh.
No, what the fuck? Of course not. Whoa, we're Emily. What is this music? Is this Jet Set Radio? Yo. The way these two run. Get it in pro. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh. Don't you worry, York. A crack team is on its way as we speak.
He can be a little selfish, but he's a good dog. He stayed with me all this time, through all the good and the bad.
How long have you been together?
Oh, we go back a long time. I can't even remember a time when he wasn't around.
I had a dog when I was small, too.
He's
He
not
was a
small.
beagle, so we named him B. Stupid name, I know. He hated being left alone and always followed me around. I could tell him anything, even things I couldn't tell my parents. He'd look into my eyes and listen intently to anything I had to say. It's like he sympathized, and he didn't make fun of me. He would just listen.
Hamlet,
When I was
is that
done
what you'll
talking,
do?
he'd put a paw on my thigh.
Good talk,
my
buddy.
worries just faded away when he did that. Made me feel like I was just a fool for worrying so much. Dogs are great that way.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I think they got a lot more wisdom than us humans. Even if they are betrayed. Well, they don't see it that way. Sure sounds foolish, but you know dogs, why, they're always happy. I'm positive that even if man perishes off the face of the earth, dogs, why, they'll just carry on, regardless.
What the
They
fuck
see
kind of
everything,
conversation are we having right
From the
now?
dog houses, they look out and they see what humans do.
Kason.
Oh, look, Deputy Willie's calling for us. He's always like that. Let's get back to the chase.
You say that kind of like he's frequently tracking people down. Alright, where to, boy? Show us the way. Okay. Wow, this is a shitty blindfold.
Thomas, I know that you're there. Your disposition is not of my concern. But you do need to stop this. Untie me. Let me go. Right now. And you and Carol should take off. Go as far away as you can. Open a bar or a diner in a new town. With your cooking, I know you do well.
Why, thank you, York.
Personal
You're so
space.
kind. Unlike him. If I had someone like you, things may not have come to this. York, have you ever been in love with someone?
Thomas, a long time ago, I witnessed two people that I really cared about die. Both pretty much at the same time. And since then, I've tried not to care about anyone so deeply, but recently that way of thinking has changed.
Emily, right? She's a nice girl. But I must warn you, York. You'd be better off not falling in love with her.
Why?
Thomas, considering the circumstances, whatever I say might not be important to you, but I'll say it anyways. Don't you dare touch Emily.
York, I think I've said too much. It's natural to respond when someone talks to you, I guess. Everything will end tonight. You just stay there until then.
Get a better blindfold, you asshole. Like, you've just put a hairnet over my face and been like, good job, did it. Alright, so yeah, I guess Thomas is just super freaky. Back to business, boys. Let's go. Alright. You want me to do something around here? What the fuck? Yo, Emily, got something to say about that? No? Okay.
What's wrong?
Stop with the
Something's
jet set
bothering
radio.
you.
Oh no, it's just... I promised to have tea with Polly. I just remembered.
What's that got to do with anything?
Yep, you're right. This just isn't the time, I know. But it's... well, she reminds me of my mother who passed away.
Kaysen.
I've been a salesman for a long...
Why are we having this
Never
conversation?
had time to talk with my mother, you know. Sales, they were the thing for me. No matter
Willie's just like,
what
fuck you
happened,
guys.
This was more important. So even when she was sick, I put more energy into my work, which I regret now. And you know, when I heard she died, I was on my way home, all happy. I closed a big deal in Jersey. Just when you want to give something back, you got no one to give it back to. Well, that's when I met her, Polly. I thought heaven had given me another chance. I really did. So I always stay in that hotel whenever I come up here. Oh, sure, the rooms are great, but in all honesty, I go there because I want to talk with Polly.
Does Polly know all this?
No way. I'd never say anything so embarrassing to her. She'd think I've got some crazy mother complex or something.
I mean, you might.
Right, let's get going. Deputy Willie.
Oh, right, we were
disapproves of
doing-
any chit-chat.
We were doing something
I'll make it
important,
up to
right,
Polly some
right.
time, I guess.
Alright. Autobots, roll out. Every 10 feet.
Zach, I'm hungry, but I can't do much about that at the moment. Thomas is certainly a great cook. It's a shame to keep his cooking hidden out here in the countryside. Don't you think so, Zach?
No. Whoa.
Which reminds me, there's another great cook in town. To fall in love with her would mean that I would need to love her cooking, too.
My ghost is right
Does God
here.
test us so, I wonder. That coffee she made. Man, did that back up on
Why
you.
does God test
You
us
could have
so?
tasted it, Zach.
Was that it? Was that it? Fucking amazing. I'm glad we had this talk. What is it, boy? Is it this car? Okay, there we go. Oh, great
It's only
angle.
a hunch now, but I don't think Nick killed Diane.
What do you mean?
Me and Diane, we were, you know, pretty close. Oh, sure, some people might have moral issues about it all, but I'd like to think that I knew her pretty well. Every time we finished talking, she'd bring up art. I'd make a face, you know, boring. And she'd always say, "You're so different from Nick. He's so much more intelligent."
Sounds like something she'd say.
Nick was one of the few people who she could talk to, you know. And vice versa for Nick, I suppose. Diane
Well,
also
Nick's just an
told me that
asshole.
She was best friends with Nick. He'd have nothing at all to gain by killing her. I can't believe that one would try to kill the other. I just can't.
But even the best of friends can end up in the
Great
worst
angle
fights.
again.
Still, the voices and footsteps I heard that night, they were something else. Much more violent, more horrifying. Diane's voice sounded different, too. Different. Hard to explain. Of course, I couldn't make out what she was saying.
You told York all this?
Of course I did.
What did he say?
I know, that's fine. Something like that.
Yeah.
Let's go then, and catch Diane's killer.
No, let's have some more meaningless small talk. Willie led us all the way down this street to lead us back down the same street.